As I was reading the word this morning, I was reading about the story of Joseph and in Genesis, which if you haven't read Genesis, you need to read Genesis. Like there is so much drama, action, betrayal, lies, love, like everything. Like you just feel everything, anger, there's just so much happening. Like the Bible is not boring. If you think it's boring, you need to read Genesis alone. A lot happens there, and most of the dreams that are recorded in Genesis are in the Bible are in Genesis. So in Genesis is very important, besides learning about creation. But I was just thinking about 2025 and the things that, my family and I went through the past years, the ups and downs, and how Joseph went through so much in 13 years. He had a dream when he was 17, and it took 13 years for that dream to come to fruition. And, I started reading about, and, when I read about how he named his kids, his two sons, basically showing his gratitude to God, like that God made him forget all his trials and tribulations. He named his son after that, and then his second son, I've forgotten the names, but the second son, the name meant God made him fruitful in a place of affliction. And I mentioned that because a lot of people went through so much in 2025. And I suggest that, to read the story of Joseph. Like, he went through so much, and I'm sure he thought everybody forgot about him. His dad thought he was dead. His brothers thought he was dead because they wanted to kill him, but ended up not killing him. And he was in jail, and, he probably thought, okay, I'm in jail. Nobody cares about what's going on with me. And he was still able to, God is still able to use him in jail. And he had favor in jail. And finally, because of that gift of interpretation that he got from God, which he always put God in the forefront, he was finally favored. And from the age of 30 onwards, he had fruitful years. And I just hope that you get encouraged by Joseph's story and realize that God hasn't forgotten about you. He doesn't forget his promises. He doesn't go back on his promises. And if you're a dreamer like me and you got a dream years ago, just be encouraged by Joseph's story and know that your dream will come true. God will bring it true.